I got involved in racing, I think by fault of my family. My grandfather was what we call a coach builder, early 1900. He used to build custom cars for people like the Tsar of Russia. My father used to race rally in France. My mom actually, when she was pregnant with me, actually used to be a co-pilot. So I mean, that was pretty much in my DNA. I mean, everybody's going to say that what they love about racing is, of course, the adrenaline, the speed that we are getting on. But I think it's a full package. It's like if you talk to a surfer, it's not just the surfing, it's the lifestyle. It's you live for racing, you breathe racing, and your entire life depends on racing. It's pretty much an addiction. In the category I run here in Southern California, it's called Super Unlimited. And Super Unlimited means anything goes. There is no limit in budget, there is no limit in engine or cars. So we race against Vipers, Porsches, Ferraris, Mustang, anything that's so overdone that they don't have a class to fit. What makes the car very unique is the history of the car. The car was built for the IMSA series and ran the IMSA series between 89 to 94. The car ran at Laguna Seca, Portland, 24-hour of Daytona, 12-hour of Sebring. So the car has some history in it. It's a full tube-frame chassis. It is not based out of a street car. This car was built for one purpose and one purpose only, racing. I've always been looking for an IMSA car to be able to restore. So about a year ago, I put a search that I was looking for IMSA RX-7. And back in December, finally one popped out. And after about a lot of negotiation, I ended up buying that car late December and be restoring it for the past 7 months now. So pretty much as far as winning is concerned, any track from Phoenix, Arizona to San Francisco, I either won there or finished second, going from Phoenix to Las Vegas and going to San Francisco down to Los Angeles. Pretty much every road track in those areas, I either won or finished second. In 2001, I was the champion here in Southern California in the Super Unlimited class. 2002 was a pretty good year. The beginning did very well. Oh, I had a small accident about 3 years ago back in the LA street race. We did a race at the Coliseum. Not a major accident. It was basically the last race of the day on a Sunday. And it was actually the last lap. I was third. I was doing pretty good. And suddenly I decided that I was going to try to do a shot of being second. On the last corner of the last lap, when I was third, I finished last. They had to pull me out of the wall. Everybody pretty much has to race on go-karts, just because you can start to race go-kart when you're about 5 years old, through your teens, but also it teaches you a tremendous amount about racing. 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds. This car will do 0 to 60 in a very similar, right around 4.2 seconds. It's about $70 a day for a go-kart and about 700 to 800 to run this car. We're actually testing the car for the first time since I rebuilt it. We are what we call a shakedown. Tight up the car a little bit more. We just put a very soft setup. This is the first time out, but the car feels pretty good overall. Like I say, very loose, but that's pretty. It's fun when it's loose. I mean, you're sliding around, and right now we have a small leak. We need to figure it out where the hell it's coming from. Testing is always a little bit nerve-wracking, just to the fact that we want to make sure that everything works, and mainly when you work on your own car like I do. You always doubt a little bit about how good of a job you did tightening up every bolt. You are talking about hundreds of bolts in this car. So once in a while, you are doubting yourself, did you do a good job tightening up the car? So a day like today was pretty nerve-wracking, but as soon as you're in the car and starting to drive and feel the car and see how the car goes, the nervousness goes away very fast. In my class, I'm racing mainly against Porsche and Vipers. So I get a kick out of it when I beat the Porsches because they spend $150,000 in a car and they get smoked and they don't understand. The only thing that in my life does not involve racing, no, Nothing, absolutely nothing. Of course I hate to lose. You know, I mean, I think that's in the blood of every racer in the world. We hate to lose. Losing is not an option. I think what drives me to win is not just the ego of winning and telling I'm better than the other one. Is knowing for myself that I beat those person, I beat their car, I beat the hard work. We all put a lot of hard work. Just knowing that I beat their own hard work with my own hard work, that I think what sums it up. We all enjoy the speed. We all doing that for the speed. But I think knowing that the hard work paid off, that's the thing that I'm after the most.